Retaining the right talent has become a boardroom discussion for many companies, whether it is big or small. The two big industries which have experienced high attrition are IT companies and insurance companies. The post-pandemic period has actually accentuated the problem of attrition further. Hello and welcome to VARINDIA News Hour. Many feel that the high number of attritions was partly due to the seasonality impact when junior employees opt for higher studies as well as supply-side constraints. Yet, there are global companies with an attrition of less than 4% for many years. A report says attrition levels which are at an all-time high have unnerved domestic IT services companies as they struggle to retain talent. The attrition rate at Infosys has grown 12% to 27.7% in Q4 of FY22 from a year earlier, while at TCS the attrition rate rose 10% to 17.4% during the same period. In other words, nearly 80,000 employees quit Infosys between January and March this year, whereas around 1 lakh resigned from TCS during the same quarter. Indian IT companies have spent up to 62% of their revenues towards salaries and wages of their employees, with the total salary bill for FY22 coming in at 3 lakh crores. All the three giants, TCS, Infosys and Wipro, reported a sequential decline in profits, blaming wage hikes and increased travel costs, among other things. The management added that attrition will see some moderation only in the second half of this fiscal year. Probably that is the immediate short-term view on attrition, but from a medium to long term, it is expected that both the supply side as well as the demand side is easing up. This is in terms of talent coming from outside of the immediate industry system, and that should play into moderation. There is a growing concern among the Indian IT companies on how to bring attrition rates back under control, but it is critical for them to improve this, especially at a time when recessionary concerns have started having an impact on their top as well as bottom lines. Experts say the salary hikes for job switches to normalize as companies see slowdown in attrition. The fact is, the global slowdown is forcing companies to balance hiring against rising expenses. Companies are now focusing on controlling high wage bills, reducing retention costs, improving utilization amid a widespread fear of recession across key geographies like the United States and Europe. Let's look into today's headlines in VARINDIA. LinkedIn introduces new tools. Professional networking platform LinkedIn has announced that it is rolling out new tools to make it easier for users to create visual content that helps them stand out and inspire their professional community. Among the new tools, the company said users can now add a clickable link to images or videos. Users can also create quick, eye-catching posts with templates. The feature will be rolling out over the coming weeks. Public services in Kerala to be available on mobile from next year. Chief Mission Director of Information Kerala Mission, Santosh Babu, said that every service and certification offered by the several departments of the Government of Kerala will be available and accessible on a single platform by next year by integrating the services currently offered through more than 30 platforms and directly accessible on mobile phones. The e-services will begin to operate in 5 modules from October onwards. The US government announces $10 million reward for giving information on Conti Ransomware Gang. The US State Department announced a $10 million reward for information related to 5 individuals associated with the Conti Ransomware Group. The reward offer also marks the first time the face of a Conti associate known as Target has been unmasked. The 4 other associates have been referred to as Tramp, Dandis, Professor and Rashid. Besides seeking information about the 5 operators that could lead to their identification or location, the government is also calling on people to share details about Conti and its affiliated groups, TrickBot and Wizard Spider. YouTube plans to launch online store for streaming video services. Alphabet's YouTube is planning to launch an online store for streaming video services. The planned launch will allow YouTube to join companies like Roku and Apple in a bid to gain a portion of the already crowded streaming market, with more customers cutting the cord on cable or satellite TV and shifting to subscription-based streaming services. Microsoft lays off 200 workers from R&D projects. Microsoft has asked around 200 more employees to resign from one of its customer-focused R&D projects. The recent layoffs have also impacted contracted recruiters across several locations. In July, the company laid off 1,800 employees. The additional job cuts were contracted in Microsoft's Modern Life Experiences Group, which was put together in 2018 with the goal of winning back consumers. That's all for now. Please like, share, comment and subscribe to VARINDIA News Magazine. You can download the VARINDIA app from Google Play Store and Apple App Store for the latest news and updates. Stay tuned. Thank you. Wish you all a very happy Independence Day.